Buckland. Good body shots of his own, an uppercut thrown in there as well. And again, you mentioned the body language earlier, Jim. Gary Sykes is not looking happy.
You've got to do this till the end. Now listen, do you know what you're doing? You're asking him questions now, okay?
He's never
thought
been
he
here.
was pulling away, and now you're asking him questions because he's not responding. You just got to go into overdrive, son. Every time you're in close, smash that rib, smash it up the middle, and then just cover up, and then do it again, and cover up, and do it again, and cover up. Go.
Now these body shots in this kind of fight, at this stage of the fight, so energy sapping. But again, I felt another round for the quality shots. See, that was a good burst from Sykes, but they're all partially blocked. He's not finding the chin or the target the way Buckland is doing.
Get up and show me it now. Come on. Get up and show me how much you want, right?
It's far too close for anybody to start celebrating. And Tony Borg throwing a metaphorical bucket of cold water all over Gary Buckland there and saying, go on, go out and win this thing. But 3 more rounds of this from the Welshman, and you think this title's changing hands.
Yeah, well, I've got Buckland stretching his lead. Just think he's been the one biting down that little bit harder, as I've said, on the gum shield, forcing things. So Sykes has it all to do.
If your car's to be believed, he needs to put Buckland on the floor, and you can't see that happening.
No, haven't seen any signs of it.
A lot of blood around the nose of Sykes now.
Good work from Sykes.
Yeah, he needs to dominate this round for his own psyche as much as anything else. That's better. Very nice digging left into the body. But back comes Buckland straight away.
It's not about tactics any longer here. It's just about giving whatever you have left. Just get the punches, pump them out with as much power as you can muster. Don't think about how many rounds you have ahead, just think about every single punch you're throwing. Think of it now.
Yeah, all the tactics are out the window. You can hear it in both corners. They've given up. They've said everything they've got to say. There's a left hand gets in from Sykes.
Buckland missing a little bit now. Buckland swinging with the punches and missing. Good response from Sykes.
A little bit wild from Sykes. He's looking weary. A good response again. Toe-to-toe stuff, but you do feel that if that's what this degenerates into, it's going to play into the hands of the Welshman. And that was a good combination from Sykes, and he just met a combination in return. Buckland is just not letting him have any space to work at all.
That's the thing about Buckland. He has answered everything that Sykes has thrown at him. This has been a good round for Sykes. He's been sent out to have a good round. I think his corner know that this is maybe slipping away from him. They don't want to demoralise him by saying that to him, but they have to impress him. He needs a couple of big rounds, and he's going out to try and get that.
There is so much tension etched into the faces in the corners. And a lot of tension around this auditorium as well, because there's a lot of Buckland fans here and nobody can quite feel that they've got this one where they want it. Because this is better for Sykes. And if it's closer than Jim's card suggests, and it might well be, that Sykes could be right back in this. Oh, good shot! And Buckland was stood up in absolute disbelief for a moment there. And he needs to hear the bell. Wow, what a moment right at the end of that round.
On his feet. Out on his feet, right? And go on now, your hands nice and tight. Wait for him to throw, lean back and bang, punish him. Look for that clean shot now, right? Listen, in my mind, you're winning the fight, right? I'm not judging it, right? So, you're going to give me 2 big rounds now?
Massive rounds for your kids.
Listen to me, you've got 2 sons. I want 1 round for each son. Listen to me?
Yeah.
1 round for each son.
What have I promised you, Dad? What have I promised you?
Don't you come back this way, I'm tell you to work, right? You work now. Right, the biggest title. We'll take it out now.
Well, at this stage of such a hard fight, the punch resistance not quite what it was when you were at your strongest, and I think we saw the effects of that. Tremendous punch, maybe the first time we've seen a real impact That was pretty much like the right hand that actually put Sykes over in their last meeting. So now we've just reached this stage. What have you got in the tank? What are you prepared to drag out of yourself?
Gary Sykes was off his stool early, ready to come back out again. John Keane calls him to the centre of the ring, and it's Buckland that comes out flying, as if he knows he's got to have a response. As he really was shaken there at the end of that last round. And is Sykes dragging himself back into this? This really is an epic battle. Sykes sinking a good right hand to the body, and he's outworking Buckland here in the early going of this 11th round.
Sykes has turned a couple of fights in his favour in the last quarter, and he's been asked to do it again. He's got a launch shot.
He's in trouble here though. Buckland got him, and he's looking for the finish, and now it's Buckland that slipped, but he definitely landed. And has that given Sykes a moment or two to recover? Sykes was shaken.
See,
Gets him.
Sykes has to take chances now. He has to throw caution to the wind. He's been doing that a little bit too often throughout the fight, but now he has no choice, and I have no argument with it.
This is brave stuff from both these men, and Buckland is just powering his way through here, and Sykes standing with him. It's a real war of attrition. There's no other way to describe this now. As Sykes recovered, he was hurt, but has he pulled himself together? But Buckland is working on him still.
Yeah, Buckland just pumping out a few more punches at the moment, just dragging it out of himself. Buckland has to be careful that he doesn't think he's got this in the bag and there's a chance he can coast. He has to keep blazing back, taking chances while he does it.
Neither of these guys has got this in the bag. No way. No way. And they know it. We can all have our cards, but it really is too close to call, surely.
Well, for the first time, Buckland's defences have deserted him, but I think we're at this stage. It's not about defence, it's just about getting through this and dragging everything out of yourself. They're both doing that.
They really are digging deep, and it's a battle of who's the toughest mentally as much as anything now. They're both landing decent shots. Oh, wicked left hand comes in from Buckland, but Sykes has eaten a lot of those. He takes another one on the side of the head.
Yep, it's got nothing to do with skill, tactics or anything else. It's just about strength, courage and what you're prepared to give.
What a battle. But I'll tell you something, it's been so good, we don't even know who the third man in the ring is. I think Alex Arthur said it earlier, you don't need a referee in this one. Buckland with his nose in front, according to our computer. But that is too close to call, it really is.
Another tremendous round, and it's amazing what these young men are dragging out of themselves. Just another reminder of what the British title and the Lonsdale belt, for that matter, means to young fighters. They have given every ounce for every second. A tremendous battle, probably even better than we had hoped.
There is so much on the line, isn't there, for both of them? This fella's missed one shot at a British title. Here's his second. Is it going to be second time lucky? And is this fella going to hang on to a Lonsdale belt for keeps? What a battle. Two terrific battlers. Who is going to win this British super featherweight title? It could all come down to a barnstorming finish. Buckland goes off like an express train, and Sykes has got to match this. And they've both got to take some risks. And it's edge of the seat stuff now for everybody.
Well, once again, Gary Sykes has shown that grit that he has. Just the way he can dig in and turn things around in his favour late in such a punishing fight. Buckland has lost that tightness that he had earlier on. Both struggling, obviously,